So dear students, in continuation of the chemical properties of amines, today we will study some of the very important reactions of amines. So coming to the chemical reactions or chemical properties, so amines are highly reactive compounds. Why? Amines are more reactive because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on electronegative atoms like nitrogen. Say for example, amines are more reactive because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on the electronegative atom nitrogen. So in amines NH2 group is there. So because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on this electronegative nitrogen atom, amines are more reactive. So because of the lone pair of electrons, they are in a position to donate the pair of electrons to other molecules. Therefore, they are also called as nucleophile. Amines are nucleophiles. That means they are attracted by the positive centers of other molecules. So because of the presence of lone pair of electrons, they are highly reactive. Because of the presence of lone pair of electrons, that means they are electron rich. They are also called as nucleophiles because they are attracted by positive centers of other molecules. So due to these two reasons, because they are nucleophiles, because they contain lone pair of electrons, they are highly active. Also, the activity of amines depends on the number of H atoms attached to nitrogen atom. That is, in primary amines, two hydrogen atoms are attached to nitrogen. In secondary amine, one hydrogen atom is attached to nitrogen. So this is primary RNH2, RNH, R dash, this is secondary RN, R dash, R double dash. So the activity or reactivity of amines also depends upon the number of hydrogen atoms attached to N atom. So since they are different in the number of hydrogen atoms attached to the nitrogen atoms, the properties of primary, secondary and tertiary amines are also different. So this is the reason why the activity of amines are more and the activity of amines are different for different types of amines, namely primary, secondary and tertiary. Now we will first study the first reaction, number 1, acylation. This is also called as acetylation. acetylation, acylation or acetylation of amines, So we will know what is acylation or acetylation. These are all very important reactions. Primary and secondary amines. Primary and secondary amines, both aliphatic and aromatic. Primary and secondary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic react with acetyl chloride. Acetyl chloride, what is its formula? CH3COCl or acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. So its formula is CH3CO. This is acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine. In presence of pyridine to form primary and secondary amines react with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine by nucleophilic substitution reaction forming N-substituted amides. First up, this reaction is called acylation or acetylation. So both primary and secondary amines of aliphatic and aromatic amines react with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine. I will tell you what is the necessity of pyridine. By nucleophilic substitution reactions. What is the meaning of nucleophilic substitution reaction? Since amines are excess of electrons, they are attracted by electron deficient substances. So these are called nucleophiles because they like positive centers, like electron deficient molecules. Those reactions are called nucleophilic substitution reactions forming N-substituted amides. Amines are converted into amides. This reaction is known as acetylation or acylation. So what is the general reaction? Say for example RNH2. This is primary amine. I will take primary amine plus this one is CH2Cl. I will CH3COCl. This is acetyl chloride. I will write like this ClCOCH3. Reverse ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So suppose this is NH and this one is H. I will write the structural formula. Okay. So this one is RNH2 plus CH3 C double bond O Cl. So this is acetyl chloride in presence of pyridine. What happens? This hydrogen and this hydrogen along with these electrons forms HCl, and this CH3CO group will attach directly to this nitrogen. So you will get R N H C double bond O CH3. This is N-alkyl acetamide. N-alkyl acetamide. So this one is N-substituted amide. N-substituted amide plus HCl. So plus HCl. So nitrogen has got lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons are involved in bond formation between this nitrogen and this carbon atom. This bond is formed and the hydrogen only goes out along with this bond. So this pair of electrons will remain on this nitrogen. So this is N-substituted amide. So here this group is called CH3CO group is called acyl group. CH3CO group is called acyl group. So introduction of acyl group to nitrogen atom is known as acylation or acetylation. So COCH3 group is called acyl group. So the introduction of COCH3 group to nitrogen atom is known as acylation. This is also called as acetylation or acetylation. So acetylation is a reversible process. This is acetylation is a reversible process. To make it irreversible, what we have to do? We have to remove one of the product formed. Therefore, to remove this HCl, a little more basic pyridine. It is more basic than aniline. Aniline is a base. Pyridine is more basic than aniline. So this pyridine reacts with this HCl, and HCl is forming a salt, and HCl is removed, making this acetylation reaction irreversible. So this is the use of pyridine. So pyridine is used to remove HCl. Pyridine is a base used to remove HCl acid to make the reaction irreversible. So this is the general reaction of acetylation when acetyl chloride is used. So this one is amine, this one is CH3COCl. This is acetyl chloride. So similarly, we can also use acetic anhydride, is it not? So when acetic anhydride used, what is the reaction? So RNHH, this is an amine, plus CH3CO, this is acetic anhydride. This is an amine. So what happens? This H combines with CH3COOH, and this CH3CO attaches to this nitrogen atom. So this is RNH CO O or COCH3 or COCH3 plus CH3COOH. So this one is N substituted amide. N substituted amide. So this is the reaction when acetic anhydride is used. This is the reaction when acetyl chloride is used. Both acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride are the species which supply acyl group, COCH3 group. So this is known as acetylation. So introduction of CH3CO group to nitrogen atom of amines. Introduction of CH3CO group to nitrogen atom of amines is known as acylation. So for the introduction of acyl group, CH3CO group, which reagents can be used? We can use either acetyl chloride CH3COCl or acetic anhydride CH3COO. Acetic anhydride is obtained when two molecules of acetic acid, for example CH3COOH, this is CH3COOH. So when water is removed from two molecules of acetic acid, you will get acetic anhydride CH3COO. So this is acetic anhydride. Both acetyl chloride and acetic anhydrides are the reagents which supply acyl group CH3CO group. So introduction of CH3CO group to nitrogen atom of amines is known as acylation or acetylation. Since it is a reversible reaction, to make it irreversible, we will use pyridine. So these are the general reaction. So coming to the acetylation, taking for example methylamine, ethylamine, aniline, we will see what happens. So example 1, when methylamine is also called methanamine. Methanamine reacts with acetyl chloride in presence of acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine. We get N-methyl acetamide or N-methyl acetamide or N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. Acetamide or N-methyl ethanamide. So what is the reaction? What is the formula of methylamine? This is CH3NH2 methylamine. This is also called as methanamine. Methane E ತೆಗೆದು amine ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ methane amine, it is also called as methylamine, plus Cl CO CH3, it is CH3COCl, this is called acetyl chloride. What happens? One H combines with this Cl, what you will get? CH3 NH CO CH3, CH3 NH CO CH3. What is this compound? This is N-methyl acetamide. N-methyl acetamide. It is also called as N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. So this is how methylamine is converted into N-methyl acetamides. So amines are converted into amides by the introduction of acyl group CH3CO group to nitrogen atom. So this is example number 1. So similarly, instead of methylamine, if I take ethylamine, C2H5NH2, this one is ethylamine, it is also called as ethanamine. Ethanamine. When reacts with acetyl chloride ClCOCH3, so what happens? One hydrogen atom combines with this HCl, so plus HCl, this what is there? Pyridine. In presence of pyridine. So in presence of pyridine, so what compound you will get? C2H5NH COCH3. What is this compound? This is N-ethyl acetamide. N-ethyl acetamide, this is also called as N-ethyl ethanamide. N-ethyl ethanamide, yeah, plus HCl. So this is when ethylamine is taken. This is methylamine is converted into N-methyl acetamide. Ethylamine is converted into N-ethyl acetamide. Similarly, if it is aniline, third one, C6H5NH2. So this one is benzenamine or aniline. Benzenamine or aniline. When reacts with ClCOCH3, this is acetyl chloride. So I have written acetyl chloride in the reverse manner so that it is easy to write the reaction products. So in presence of pyridine, what compound you will get? C6H5NH COCH3 plus HCl. What is this compound? N-phenyl acetamide. N-phenyl acetamide. It is also called as N-phenyl ethanamide. N-phenyl acetamide. It is also called as N-phenyl ethanamide. N-phenyl ethanamide. So these are the reactions comes under acylation or acetylation. So these reactions are given by primary amines as well as secondary amines, but tertiary amines does not give acylation or acetyl reaction because tertiary amines does not contain any hydrogen atom. Since they do not contain any hydrogen atom, they do not undergo acylation or acetylation. This is very important note. Note 1. Tertiary amines do not undergo acylation because they do not contain hydrogen atoms. They do not contain hydrogen atoms attached to N atom. So nitrogen atom alli hydrogen atoms idre matra acetylation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. N atom ಗೆ COCH3 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು H ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎರಡು H ಇರಬೇಕು. At least they should contain 1H. 1H is present in secondary amines, 2H are present in primary amines. Since tertiary amine does not contain any hydrogen atoms, they do not undergo acetylation. Since tertiary amine do not contain any hydrogen atoms attached to nitrogen atom of amine group, they do not show acetylation or acylation. So this is about acetylation. So what is acetylation? Addition or substitution of 1H atom of amine group by an acyl group. Substitution of one hydrogen atom of a primary or secondary amine by an acyl group using acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine is known as acylation or acetylation. When methylamine undergo acetylation, we will get N-methyl acetamide, ethylamine N-ethyl acetamide, phenylamine or aniline gives N-phenyl acetamide or N-phenyl ethanamide. So this is acetylation or acylation. This is very important reactions. Tertiary amines does not give acetylation or acylation. Why? Because tertiary amines do not contain any hydrogen atoms attached to amine group. Therefore, they do not show acylation or acetylation. So second very important reactions of amines is carbylamine reaction. So second reaction is these are all very important reactions. Carbylamine reaction. Carbylamine reaction. So CRBYL, carbylamine reaction. This is also called as isocyanide test. So this carbylamine reaction is used as a test for primary amines. Carbylamine reaction is used as a test for primary amines. So what is carbylamine reactions? So this reaction is shown only by primary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic. This is the first point. So primary amines primary amines in bracket both aliphatic and aromatic. Primary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic. Aliphatic and aromatic. React with chloroform. Chloroform. What is the formula of chloroform? CHCl3 and alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Primary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic react with chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide on heating. Forming a carbylamine or isocyanides which are having very unpleasant smell, very bad smell. So carbylamines obtained, they are also called as isocyanates, are having very bad smell. First off, this reaction is called carbylamine reaction. So, and it is a test for primary amine. So, what is carbylamine reaction? When amines, particularly primary amines, when primary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic heated with chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide, we will get carbylamines or isocyanates which are having very bad smell. So we cannot tolerate the smell of these carbylamines. Therefore, it is a test for amines. How to test for amines? Whether it is a primary amine or not, to know whether the amine. So first of all, it is a conformity test for primary amines. So to know whether it is an amine or not, or primary amine or not, what you have to take the given organic compound, add chloroform and alcoholic solution of KOH and heat it in a test tube. If you get a very bad smelling compound, indicates that it is a primary amine. It may be either aniline or alkyl amines. So since if you get very bad smell, it confirms it is an amine, and that too it is a primary amine. So what is the general reaction? So primary amine or NH2, this is primary amine, whether it is an alkyl amine or aryl amine, when heated with chloroform CHCl3. This is chloroform plus alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide. So this is amine, this one is chloroform, and this one is alcoholic potassium hydroxide. You will get R NC. So this one is isocyanides or carbylamines. Carbylamine or isocyanide plus 3KCl plus 3H2O, 3KCl plus 3H2O. So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1. So you will get. So when amines, primary amines, RNH2, where R is an alkyl group or aryl group, reacts with chloroform and alcoholic solution. These are all very, very important reactions. So you may ask, what is carbylamine reaction? So what is the use of carbylamine reaction? Carbylamine reaction, you have to write when primary amines are heated with chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide, you will get very bad smelling compounds called carbylamines or isocyanides. This reaction is known as carbylamine reaction and it is a confirmative test for primary amines. So this is carbylamine. So what is the smell of this compound? This is very bad smell compound. So this indicates it is an amine. So example number 1, when methylamine is heated with chloroform and what is the formula of chloroform? CHCl3 and alcoholic potassium hydroxide, methyl isocyanide. This methyl isocyanide is also called as carbylamine or isocyanide. Methyl isocyanide is optine. So which is having a very bad smell. What is the reaction? What is methylamine? So in organic chemistry, you have to remember only the functional group will undergo reaction. So R group remains same, NH2. So what happens? This nitrogen atom directly attaches to this carbon atom. So you will get NC. The difference between cyanides and isocyanides. Cyanides means CN, isocyanide means NC. So these are cyanides. They are also called as nitriles. NC bardre, they are called isocyanides. So here carbon atom attaches to alkyl or aryl group. Here N atom attaches to alkyl or aryl group. These are cyanides and these are isocyanides. They are also called as carbylamines. These carbylamines are having very bad smell. So what is the reaction? Methylamine, CH3 NH2. What is methyl? It is called methanamine also. Methanamine reacts with CHCl3 chloroform plus KOH, alcoholic solution of KOH, 3KOH. What you will get? CH3NC plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. So once you remember the general reaction, it is easy to remember the reactions for the given compound. Say for example, in the examination you may ask explain carbylamine reaction. You can write like this, or otherwise what is the reaction of methylamine with chloroform and alcoholic solution of KOH. You have to write methyl isocyanide is formed, which is having a bad smell like that. Methenamine, chloroform, alcoholic KOH. What is this one? Methyl isocyanide. This is methyl isocyanide. So this compound is having a very bad smell. So bad smell. We cannot remain in the laboratory if you conduct this experiment in our laboratories. So it gives such a very bad smell. So when methylamine is taken, you will get methyl isocyanide. So instead of methylamine, if you take aniline, what compound you will get? So example 2. So example 2. When aniline is heated with, chloroform and alcoholic solution of KOH, we get phenyl isocyanide, that is C6H5NC, phenyl isocyanide. It is also called as carbylamine. So carbylamine having bad smell. So write the reaction. So this one is aniline plus CHCl3 plus 3KOH. What happens? So you will get NC plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. This one is phenyl isocyanide. Or instead of writing aniline, you can also write the formula aniline. You can write C6H5NH2. So here you will get C6H5NC, phenyl isocyanide. So it is having a very bad smell, and it is a confirmative test for both methylamine and aniline, which are primary aliphatic as well as aromatic amines. So what about secondary and tertiary amines? So note down, secondary and tertiary amines does not respond to carbylamine reaction. Secondary and tertiary amines does not respond to, note, secondary and tertiary amines does not respond to carbylamine reaction. They do not undergo carbylamine reaction. Therefore, it is not a confirmative test for amines. It is confirmative test only for primary amines. So understood? Carbylamine reaction. So today you have learnt what is acylation or acetylation, And then what is acylation or acetylation? What is acylation or acetylation? Substitution of one H atom of an amine group by an acyl group CH3CO group using acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine to make the reaction irreversible is known as acylation or acetylation. Substitution of COCH3 group to nitrogen atom. This reaction is given by both primary and secondary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic. Tertiary amines does not give acetyl reaction because tertiary amines there are no hydrogen atom attached to N atom. So coming to carbylamine reaction, carbylamine reaction is also called as isocyanide test. Isocyanides or carbylamines are having very bad smell. Therefore, this test is used as a confirmative test for primary amines. What is carbylamine reaction? When primary amines of both aliphatic and aromatic heated with chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide, we will get isocyanides or carbylamines. These isocyanides or carbylamines are having very bad smell. Therefore, it can be used as a test for primary amines. General reaction RNH2 plus CHCl3 plus 3KOH gives isocyanides 3KCl plus 3H2O. So if you take methylamine, you will get methyl isocyanide. If you take phenylamine or aniline, this is also called as phenylamine or aniline, you will get phenyl isocyanides. So these reactions are given by carbylamine reaction given by only primary amines, but secondary and tertiary amines does not respond to carbylamine reaction.